Hey everyone, it's Kai from Cool Collectibles. I came back from holidays a week or so ago and did pick up a couple of big Lego sets with the Ultimate Collector Series Millennium Falcon and this Saturn V. And I just finished building this with the kids last night. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick look. It's an incredible piece to have in the collection. I'm an engineer by trade, so I've loved reading about the Apollo program, its engineering and development. And with all the engineering companies that were involved in all the various stages of the rocket itself, it was an incredible feat of systems engineering, and I love reading about it. This instruction book here is beautiful. It does go through a quick overview on the program, its various stages that you see there, and it's a beautiful homage with some of the details that it gives there. The instructions are pretty clear. But there are some pretty fiddly parts to the build that surprised me a little bit, and I did have to go back and redo some parts because the internals here can be quite complicated, and there was a section where one of the pieces fell in and I couldn't get it back out, so I had to disassemble one of the stages there. But the piece here, I've got it lying down on the 3 support beams that you can build, but it can stand up on these main thrusters at the back here as well. I'm not sure how long that will last or without any sort of bending or damage, because the overall piece is pretty heavy, but it can stand straight up vertically on those rockets. So the build itself is actually pretty much in line with the stages of the rocket itself. So this first stage here up to about this point is what they call the S1C stage, that took it out of Earth orbit, I guess, almost out of Earth orbit, with this stage 2 section here being the part that goes through the parking orbit, I think. And of course from this point on is the 3rd stage that has the command module and the service module in here. So essentially this stage here is, you can replicate it all, so you can pull all of these sections apart. They are just sort of pegged in there, and this section here you do pull away, and then these parts as part of the launch sequence fall away, and this module here, which I guess is a bit of a cheat in that it's got the command module here, but it's just the white that you see in a lot of launch photos, because that's the protection shield. And then when this escape tower gets jettisoned, it pulls that cover off, and you get the usual sort of command module that you see once it's sort of splashed down on Earth. But that whole sequence is when this sort of gets jettisoned and all these pieces fall away, this CSM module essentially needs to turn around 180 degrees and then pull the lunar module out from in here. So the lunar module itself is this piece here. And I have set it up for the moon landing, whereas you can fold up the legs and actually insert it inside here as well to store it. But I do love having it on display like that. I think that looks pretty damn cool with the little astronauts and the flag and the overall detailing on that piece there. So I think they've pretty much faithfully recreated this whole rocket in its sequence. These parts here, I guess there is a bit of repetition in putting all of these curved panel-ons, but a lot of the actual placement of these vertical strips here was probably the fiddliest part, and I did have to, you do have to be careful where you put your fingers to press down, and all of this sort of grilling here, and these grills here, these ones in particular, you need to sort of put them in with these, I guess these clip connection points, so it does get quite complicated putting these in and just making sure you've got them in the right positions. And then I guess some of these panels here, I think it was these ones here where I think you attach them with these ball joints, which is a bit strange. So you can sort of move them a little bit, but overall everything fits in nice and tight, and the piece does feel very sturdy as well, so you can pick it up and move it around, and it doesn't really feel like it's going to fall apart or anything like that. So I might see if I can just grab it off the stand here. It does feel pretty stable, and then you can just put it vertically like so, And once it's all set up vertically like that, it does look very impressive. It's over 1 meter tall, just over 1 meter I think, and it's yeah, just the presence on display is pretty amazing. So if you're thinking of getting this, I wouldn't wait much longer. I think it's sold out before Christmas, and I was lucky enough to be able to get on the back order, but it's back in stock now, I think, so I'd get in there if you can. Hopefully they continue on and do the Lego ideas or a new version of the space shuttle in scale with this, because I would buy that in a heartbeat as well. So definitely an amazing piece to have in any Lego collection, particularly if you're an engineer and you love the space program and anything related to NASA. So hopefully you like that quick look and can click that like and subscribe button. I do have, of course, the other big review coming up for this thing here. The room's a bit of a mess because I've got a lot of things coming in very rapidly, so I still haven't even opened up the UCS Falcon yet, but I will do that over the next few days. But hopefully you can subscribe and stay tuned for all the upcoming videos. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.